Hey coaches, Carolyn here. It's week 3. We're talking about following up. I'm going to talk to you about social media. You've heard every single coach on here though talk about the one-on-one and how important that is. It's a relationship business. We are building relationships, and so we're not just going to follow up with only AdvoCare stuff. That's why I love social media, especially Facebook. You are following your friends, right? You hit the unfollow button. You are following your friends. You know when they're getting married, you know when they're having a baby, you know when they graduated college. Talk to them about their life events. Build that relationship. Now, the coaches have talked to you about when to follow up. I love to follow up on days 3 or 4. I love to follow up on day 10 because we're switching over to the max phase. I need to be prepared for that. Day 11 because it's a results day. Day 17, 18 because you need to help them reorder. Day 25 plus every 90 days because it's time for another cleanse, and anytime there's new news. And I love communicating on Facebook because I don't know if you know this, but everyone is always on Facebook. So now you know people are getting your message. Whereas if you left them a voicemail, you can't really tell if they've gotten it. On Facebook, you can literally see when they've gotten your message, which is cool. Now, if people aren't on product, I love Facebook Messenger because not only can you see that they saw the message, but it keeps track of all your previous conversations. So now I'm going to go to my hard list and see that on my hard copy list, that when I talked to Jess in March, she wanted me to follow up with her in May. I go back to my Facebook conversation. Oh yeah, because Jess had a wedding in the beginning of May. So now I can talk to her about the wedding, which again, I'm back to building relationship and revisit AdvoCare again. Some people get funny about being on the phone, and if you haven't been able to build that relationship yet, Facebook Messenger is a great way to just break the ice. I love having, maybe I'm coaching a friend's friend. I love having them include me in a 3-way Facebook message. That way I can break the ice. They're going to ask me questions. I'm going to start asking them questions and eventually lead it to a phone call. I always lead it to a phone call. Be their coach, be their friend. Love people enough to follow up. People need our help. We are the coaches. We know what AdvoCare does. We know the products work. We know how greatly we can change people's lives. Do that. Change people's lives. And remember, the fortune is in the follow-up. Have a good night.